Miami's done. All we have left is NOLA, Indy, Vancouver, Toronto. That's 4 cities.
I try not to scream into the mic.
I've never been this happy in my life.
Hello and welcome to the TMZ Swifties podcast. I'm your host, Melanie Miller.
And I'm Scarlett Sanchez. And it's Halloween.
The Halloween that we didn't dress up with all these costumes behind us.
I know. We talked about it this morning. We're like, we really dropped the ball not wearing a costume today. But we will be dressing up on actual Halloween.
Yes.
On Thursday. We'll post.
Hopefully I'll get the costume in time because we're running out of time.
We can reveal what we're being.
I'm going to be Andy Reid.
And I'll be Taylor Swift. And bringing the cinnamon rolls. So cute.
It's just the cinnamon rolls.
Literally all I'm excited about. I'm like,
You're
bringing
like,
the
you know
treats.
what? I want to eat cinnamon rolls.
At first, I was like, okay, so I was going to wear the oversized vintage jersey that she wore to that game.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, the thigh-high boots, which the boots have been on my wish list. So
yeah,
why not get it for Halloween? And then the cinnamon rolls.
I just hate that the thigh-high boots that aren't like when they fall.
What do you mean?
Like, you know, like she has the sturdy ones, but like remember when the, never mind, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I'll try to get the closest. Don't know if I'm going to get the same pair because those were about $2,000.
Oh, do you look them up?
Yeah, we talked about it on this very podcast, actually.
When?
The outfit breakdown.
I have short-term memory loss.
I know. It's okay. We'll get through it.
Okay.
But Taylor Swift was back.
If we don't dress up in the costumes, now we have to.
Well, now we have to. We're committed to it.
Okay.
We decided like 30 minutes ago. You'll be able to find a mustache.
Okay, so Taylor Swift, breaking news of the week. Taylor had a big surprise.
Oh my gosh, I was so excited about this.
Go ahead.
Taylor Swift brought out a surprise guest in New Orleans, night 2.
The phone call?
The phone call, the way she introduced her.
And then she was like, the kids started screaming and she's like, shh.
All the crowd was going crazy. She ends up calling Sabrina Carpenter on the phone and she says, "Where are you? Why aren't you here?
Can you get off a roller coaster?
Can you get off a roller coaster? What?
How long will it take you?
How long?" And she goes like 5 seconds. Boop. And then pops up out from the stage and it's Sabrina Carpenter. Love those two. Love their friendship.
Espresso.
They do espresso. Please, please, please. And
is it over now? Well, they did espresso. Is it over now? Please, please, please.
Yeah.
But the best part really was when Taylor's like, "Can I do the thing? I really want to do the thing." And Sabrina's like, "Yeah, do the thing. And she's like, "I'm working late as I'm a singer."
I love that.
So lucky.
I know. I'm going to the short and sweet tour. Is there any chance Taylor will show up?
I swear to God.
You will kill me. You will kill me.
This is not even a joke. That's not why I'm going to kill you.
Oh, no.
I'm so angry. I was physically angry.
I'm shaking already.
My LOL wasn't like, "Oh, LOL." My LOL was, "Oh, LOL."
Oh, trust me. I read it that. She texted me. She goes, "We should go to short and sweet." And I go, "Oh, I'm already going. LOL.
I have tickets."
And then she goes, and then I reread my text and I said, "I have tickets." And I was like, is she going to think I have a ticket for her?
No, I didn't.
And then she goes, "Oh, LOL." And I didn't respond because I knew you were pissed.
Yeah, I was. I was like,
you know what?
Thank you for thinking about inviting me to the Sabrina Carpenter tour.
You're so, so welcome. And I hope Taylor Swift shows up.
I almost threw my cards at you, but I'm containing myself.
Good, good.
I hope that she cancels.
Oh, that's really nice.
Or your car breaks down on the way.
Okay, putting me in danger.
If you,
it's not like driving your car.
Feel free to give me a ticket or something. If you're, I'm so angry. Anyway, moving on.
It'll be okay. It'll be okay. Okay, moving on to an ex of Taylor Swift, Matty Healy.
Matty Healy is proving to be the smallest man who's ever lived. The title fits well.
Truly.
So he went on a podcast, the
Doom Scroll
podcast, and said that he used to write about relationships a lot more. Last year, I became way more well-known public figure for loads of different reasons.
Taylor Swift.
I'd say there's only one
reason,
and it's has nothing to do with you. The only reason that I was interested, the only reason that I was interested is what I was doing. I think a lot of artists, they become very interested in their lore, or they become interested in the things that have happened outside of their art that people know about, and they want to address that, and fair enough. Honestly, I would kind of just be lying if I made a record about, I don't know, all the stuff that was said about me or my casual
liaisons,
casual romantic liaisons, or whatever it may be that kind of became known for just because I was famous. That's an obvious thing to draw from, and I'm just not interested in it. The idea of making a record about something that personally happened to me that by the time I put it out I was going to be like 2 years old. I see people doing that as well, and it's not interesting.
He loves to call everybody not interesting except for himself.
What a loser. Like, and it was so tailor aimed because it was like very specific, like, oh, this happened
last year. I became more public. He's been public, but it's
2 years later that the album will come out. Actually, it was like 6 months later, you fucking idiot.
Also, a lot of artists release music after their relationships.
And every single artist on the planet releases music about their relationships.
What does he even sing about?
I don't know. He used to do it.
I thought he did.
I like that. I don't want your money, but I hate to think about you, somebody else. Okay.
I can't say that I'm a 1975 fan.
I've never listened to them except for that one song.
I think I randomly saw them at Coachella and just like walked up to their set. I was like, oh, they're decent, but that's it.
You couldn't pay me now to listen to their music.
So I guess there's not going to be a response to Taylor Swift's song then. Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. It's allegedly about him.
What? Like,
he's going to write something. He's just going to disguise it as not being about her 2 years from now.
It's so weird to say this. And, like, if you, like, oh, I don't like being famous. Well, like, then why are you a musician?
I think he's trying to be like, I'm so artsy. I'm not basic like every other artist.
I wonder if, there's a lyric, like, in All Too Well, it's like, those, I'm not as cool as the indie records, or something from that. But she hadn't, never mind. I don't know. It's just very upsetting.
I just think musicians should know that if you're dating another musician, it's possible they'll be written about, or it's possible they won't. Because Harry Styles has talked about it, and he said he didn't care if she wrote about him, too.
But it's just so pointed at Taylor Swift. Like,
Yeah.
it's just so purposeful to go on and be like, so I got famous for a lot of different reasons, but also I just want everyone to know that I'm not lame, and I'm not going to write about my exes.
Yeah, he's salty. What do you think about the casual comment, though? A lot of Swifties were mad that he called it casual, but it seemed honestly very casual to me. It was very short, few months. Not that casual relationships can't put you in the feels, because they can. Those can pull you apart.
Yeah.
But
because you don't have enough time to, like, get annoyed with them.
and you're not processing it. It's still glamorized and everything.
You're in the, like, red art-shaped...
red colored lens glasses.
Yeah.
So I think Taylor and him are maybe in that, or maybe he never was, and that's why he thought it was casual and she was a little bit more into it than we thought.
It's just
regardless, dig.
It's a perfect song for him now, like, looking back.
What is?
The Smallest Man Who Ever Lived. And, like, really, like, were you writing a book? Because now he's, like, going on all these little talk shows talking about her.
He must have a new album coming out.
He mustn't have anything to do.
I don't know what's coming up in the 1975, but new album, new music. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, the only reason you're relevant is because Taylor Swift. And the only reason you were relevant...
I don't know if we can say that.
A couple years ago...
He's had some controversies.
Literally...
Ice Spice controversy.
No, but back in the day when she put out 1989 and she was on top of the world, she wore a 1975 shirt out, got papped in it, and then all of a sudden everybody knew about the 1975. Nobody cared. Nobody knew about you. Nobody listened to you before that. You're welcome for your entire career.
That's a hot take.
10 years ago?
That's a hot take.
You knew about 1975 12 years ago?
That time that I went, it was probably like 7 years ago.
I'm talking about 12 years ago. Nobody knew about you.
Nobody knew about you.
And then
Nobody knew about you.
That shirt of yours, and then you got all right, sorry. I'm very upset.
Okay.
We've really got to move.
Yeah. Okay, more positive news for Taylor Swift. Stevie Nicks, obviously they've had a long-standing relationship. She talked to Rolling Stone and had an interview. They're kind of talking about social media and boundaries. But the part that stood out is she points to her wrist and she goes, "Do you see what I'm still wearing?" And it's her friendship bracelet with Taylor. She's been wearing it, hasn't taken it off for a year. And then she talks a little bit about Travis and Taylor.
Oh, Daddy.
And she said that she's in a really good place right now. She has a good man. I hope they fall deeper and deeper in love and ride off into the sunset. He does his thing and she does her thing, which we like. And then they come back together and then they should get married and have babies if she wants that. Very cute. Good. Also, she was talking about how she designs blankets and her favorite thing to give to friends is cashmere blankets. And she gave Travis Kelce one.
That's nice.
Yeah.
How cute.
Very. So obviously we knew Stevie Nicks loves Taylor.
She's just a Swiftie like the rest of us.
Yeah, and she's supporting her relationship too. And they both get a little bit of hate for, sometimes they're not at each other's events, even though they're at plenty of events for each other.
Stevie Nicks in the
well, she has a collab with her.
No.
Oh.
She sung with her. But she mentioned Stevie Nicks in the Clarabelle song. You look like Stevie Nicks. Okay, all right. Moving on to our Daddy Travis update of the week.
Ooh.
Let's go, Daddy.
87.
He's really just looking finer by the moment. Okay, so Travis, this is very weird. Like, it's starting to creep me out.
It's creepy.
So Travis Kelce, I watched the game. He was playing the football at the Las Vegas Raiders. And he scores his very first touchdown of the season.
He needs claps for that.
Claps for that. And what number game is it of this season?
Number 13.
Number 13. And
no, it's not number 13. It was game 7.
Games?
It's 7-0. It was his 13th.
No, it's the 13th game of the season.
No, it's not.
What did they say online?
They're 7-0. So that means they've won 7 games and lost 0. So
but they said it was the 13th something of the. But also they went from 7.
His 13th catch.
No.
His 13th. No. His 13th.
No.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, hold on. Uno momento.
Season touchdown reception in 13 games. And
Mahomes,
who has gone 11 quarters.
Does anyone know about football that can explain what somebody just said? Oh, he's gone for 13 games without scoring. That's unique. But also,
that is not very good, but it's good for us because it's 13 again.
13 again. But also, and the score was 7, and it went to 13.
Everyone's going to get really mad at us for this little Travis sports football update.
No. Yes. I watched the game.
Yes. We'll read some of our We Hear You, because we do hear you, but we are still trying.
Oh, I got bored. I watched most of the game. I watched 3/4 of the game, and then I was like, just tell me who wins. This was very, very cute, though. So, Taylor Swift, all 3 nights of my Miami tour, while she's singing Midnight Rain, and you only think of me. Oh, you never think of me except when I'm on TV. So the first night she throws a football.
Yes.
NOLA night 1. Second night she does touchdown, but she doesn't scream into the microphone.
Yeah.
The third night she does, which I guess is a huge move for the whole entire football community, not just Travis Kelce, when you score your first touchdown of the game or something like that.
No, it's first down.
Oh, whatever. I don't know.
And then she also puts up a number 3 and blows out a kiss.
For 3P.
3P. Chiefs have won the Super Bowl 3 times. So
she's thinking about him and paying homage to him.
Yeah.
That's really nice.
It is.
Some people are hating on it. It's gross.
That's what I was saying about the Stevie Nicks thing. It's like they're there for each other and then they show their support when they're not there. So,
but also he was showing support to us, which is why we love him.
The Swifties?
The Swifties. So there was a bunch of Swifties in the crowd at the Raiders game. People were dressed up like Taylor Swift.
And he was up as Taylor?
It's Halloween week.
Oh, okay. What is this, Mel going to a game?
Oh, I would.
You would.
And he's high-fiving all the Swifties and taking time to give them their moment, which truly
I would hope so. Those are his fans too at this point.
No, but they're her fans, but she's making her fans feel important.
Yeah. Good.
It's good. It's
is sweet.
important.
We know
Because
he's a good
Joe
guy.
Alwyn would never.
He wouldn't even show up.
Oh God, show up to his own movie premiere. He did take pictures with Swifties, but he was annoyed about it every second of the way.
Okay, moving on.
Moving on. Hit it.
To our tour talk and theories.
Oh, is this the end of Daddy? Oh,
Yeah, that's it. No more
our
daddy.
tour talk and theories segment. I like to be an announcer.
I know. I was like, are you sure you don't want to go ahead and do this? Take it away.
Yeah, excuse me. So this is we're gonna get a little in the weeds here. So Wild, pay attention. This is really important to know. Taylor Swift might be doing a show in Los Angeles on
Her birthday.
So she never gave a LA post when
Nope.
she did
SoFi.
6 straight, no, not 6 straight nights. She did 6 nights at SoFi Stadium, and every single venue, every single city she's been to, she says something about. She posts a plethora of photos of herself
Right.
from the show, and then makes a comment about the city and blah 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 blah. She didn't do that for LA.
Mm-hmm.
Well, she didn't do, like, for people were like, where's the Miami post? Where's the Miami post? She's not posted for Miami. Bam, she posts for Miami. A little late. But this is where it gets weird. She says, the Eras Tour is back, and the 3 Miami crowds were on a new level, with only 5 cities left to play before it's over. Well, wait a second. Miami's done. All we have left is NOLA, Indy, Vancouver, Toronto. That's 4 cities.
I try not to scream into the mic.
I like that you're excited, but I can't get myself excited until it happens.
What do you mean?
I'm just nervous that it won't happen.
This is crazy, Mel. I know you have short-term memory loss, but you called this last episode. So
I don't want to rev myself up for no reason. Oh yeah, and then I remember.
no, this is happening.
I also
Are you kidding me? This is the biggest clue ever. 5 cities. There's only 4 left.
But
Well,
then,
no.
but then at the end of the post, this is where it gets confusing.
Oh,
Thank you to everyone who came out and everyone who followed along. 4 more cities left. She says 4. So
Oh my God, a typo. Not the typo.
So it's like, was the typo the first time she said 5, or was the typo when she said 4?
Listen, Taylor Swift is not making typos.
I know this.
This is to throw us off.
It's very confusing, and I also really am like
5
nervous.
plus 4, 9. 5 minus 4, 1. Anything? There's no 13s in there.
Does she have a show on the 9th?
Not sure. Why would the 9? Oh, for the 9.
4 plus 5.
Good math. Okay.
I'm really worried that if she plays, I won't get tickets, and I'm just gonna cry like a baby.
It's at SoFi.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to travel far.
I'm gonna have to jump the fence and bust in there.
Okay, let's not announce that to the world. Something we keep under wraps.
Oh yeah. Taylor.
Just kidding, we don't do that.
Yeah.
Okay, another thing that we were talking about last episode is that Taylor's been wearing a lot of plaid. A lot. She wore that Vivienne Westwood set, the skirts and everything. And
she
then,
had plaid in
a Reputation music video. Yes.
The same colors of the thing that she wore
at the VMAs.
to the VMAs.
That was very matchy-matchy.
Yes.
So now a fan noticed on TikTok that there's plaid in the Lover House for the debut album, and it's been there all along. Been sitting there right in front of our faces. But now we're putting it all together. The plaid. Now she's dropping the plaid hints, though, so it's okay we just noticed.
Yeah.
So more going into the theory that she's going to do debut and Reputation. Double drop. Debutation. What was I calling it?
Deputation.
Okay.
Yeah, that's mixed together.
Deputation. I thought you were correcting my pronunciation.
God. Also, this clue doesn't make sense.
What?
Is Travis Kelce? Also, there's theories that there's more than one rep bodysuit, because when they were talking about it in the New Heights podcast, he goes, "Was it the gold one, or was it gold?"
Well,
as if if there was only one, he'd be like, "Oh, the gold one."
But was he just referring to the old one though that has the red snakes? Was it gold or red? Did he not know?
No, he knows the original one is red.
Okay.
So if he's like, "Oh, she's wearing a new bodysuit," he'd be like, "Was it gold?" He'd be like, "Oh, the gold one."
Yeah. Okay, maybe. Unless he's thinking about the red one.
Also, we'll get to this later. But I can't figure out if Travis Kelce, which I know Taylor Swift would get him in on the Easter eggs, and I know he'd be happy to get in on the Easter eggs. He's been wearing a lot of horses.
Yeah,
a lot.
He wore that crazy horse stripper show.
The horse cock.
Yeah.
Shirt.
And then he also wore that weird bowling shirt out to dinner
With the horse.
And Jason Kelce commented and was like, "What the hell were you wearing?"
No, but he also this weekend.
Oh, but
on the way
also
to the Chiefs game, he had a horse on the back of it.
Yes,
a white horse specifically. They're all white horses.
But to your theory,
he's always wearing white horses.
To your theory about him getting in on the Easter eggs, when Jason asked about that on the New Heights podcast, he was like, "What were you wearing?" He was like, "I don't know, man. Like, did Taylor just tell him to wear this? Get into the Easter eggs and wear this?"
Well, no, he said he liked the patterns.
Okay. Yeah, after he saw
patterns,
it for the first
a new
time.
Song.
I don't know. Okay, and then
does she have a collab on Kelsey Ballerini's new album Patterns?
Possibly. And then she also did a little tribute to 1989. It's been 10 years since that version was released.
That night, it was 10 years.
Yeah, and then it's also been 1 year since Taylor's version was released.
She's really thinking.
So she had a little outfit homage.
Yeah.
In New Orleans.
Cute. And also, by the way, Dave Grohl, we were calling it the error store long before you.
Yes. There was another error
at the error store. The Tay room. They're calling it the Tay Roomba. The Roomba. The Tay Oomba. It wasn't working because it moves around like a Roomba.
Yeah, yeah. So essentially, there's a stage whenever she sings to who's.
I still can't figure out how they. Sorry, I still can't figure out how they
move it.
How it works. Like, how does it work?
It's clearly stuff underneath the stage moving it.
Oh.
So there's a stage that moves during Who's Afraid of Little Old Me, and usually it turns, and then it moves to the left, moves to the right, moves forward as she sings different parts, and then it moves all the way down the stage. That's the normal thing. There was a stage malfunction. It just turns a little bit.
Oh,
and
it can't be somebody moving it under the stage, because then what, do the people just forget to show up to move it around the stage?
No, it's electrical, and it didn't work.
Okay.
It got stuck or something. Something happened down below.
Queenie never misses a beat.
And she still sang through it, obviously. Also, major shout out to the dancers, too, because they had to switch up that whole routine up on stage. And then she goes down the center aisle, like, angry stomps to, make it seem like she's doing the movements. So it was good. She recovered. Well, I mean, not recovered. Nothing went wrong for her.
We miss the Eras tour. Moving on to our Spotted segment.
Spotted! Ugh. Too many X's in this episode.
I don't like it.
No. But we saw, you just brought him up, Joe, out and about.
Alwyn. Trader Joe.
Trader Joe's.
He was posing with an arch nemesis.
And Patrick Schwarzenegger.
She doesn't like him?
Didn't they?
I think he's just in the picture.
Didn't they have a brief little thing after the Kennedy?
No.
Okay, well, he was hanging out with her that one random 4th of July. Okay, anyways. Joe posed with Kendall Jenner at the 2024 Academy Museum Gala. This is
inappropriate, messed up, upsetting. It's like, who are you going to pose with next? Kanye West?
Kanye, Kim.
Just hit the whole lineup. You and Calvin Harris should be the 2 best friends that anybody could have. It's really like...
I know. I saw this and I was cracking up seeing him with Kendall.
I hope she takes aim.
Also, Kendall dated Harry. So it's like, is she gonna jump in with Joe?
Oh my God. Kendall Jenner literally just runs after Taylor Swift's sloppy seconds.
Who else besides Harry Styles? Anybody else? She didn't date Bad Bunny.
Joe Jonas.
Devin Booker?
Well,
I think it's just Harry.
But true.
But yeah, obviously long-standing beef there with the Kardashian clan. Jenner.
Rude.
We're gonna put Kendall in there too.
Okay. Anyway, moving on.
Fun fact
of the day. I just noticed this, so it's my fun fact.
It's your fun fact.
I'm having a really fun time with this fun fact. In the Fortnite song, Taylor Swift sings, I was a functioning
alcoholic.
Go ahead.
What's the next part?
Tell Nobody Knows my new aesthetic. It's a hard song to sing.
Yeah.
And
like
then
singing.
it sounds like Jack or somebody. She goes, was a functioning alcoholic. Tell Nobody Knows my new aesthetic. And then in the slightest like reverb or something, they go, soon they will. Because like, I don't know.
Yeah, she didn't notice that those were background singer, singular. I think it was just one voice.
Yeah.
It was a new discovery you had.
It was like, I
had noticed it before, but I don't know if I
Really?
really like jump in and sing that part because I'm not always harmonizing.
Oh, I always just go, hoo-hoo.
Oh, I see what you.
Hoo-hoo.
That's beautiful.
Anyway, it was really exciting for me. So if you haven't heard it, may as well
Listen to Fortnite again. Play it back a few
why not?
times.
Okay, moving on. We hear you.
We hear you.
We hear you.
We haven't been hearing you, and we wanted to read a few comments from our last episode.
Go ahead.
A lot of it was about our lack of knowledge of football, which I have been honestly priding myself on. So I do
have
hurt.
one question, and maybe you can answer this.
Yeah. Last episode, you're like, does anybody know? Anybody?
Chris?
Luckily, we have Chris here this week.
So is when they throw a flag, does that just mean
Penalty.
is that just like a foul? Is a flag
It's like a penalty.
but
Pass
like,
interference. There are going to be a lot of different ones.
But when they throw it, that just means there was a foul that took place.
Stop the play. There's something going on.
I don't know why they call it a flag. That's weird. Go ahead. Irene Hansen 241 says they use Travis different this year. He blocks a lot. He makes other players open because he's always double, triple covered. Interesting. That's good to know. So he plays another role. Also because they want him to be healthy throughout the season. They really do need him in the postseason or whatever they call it. He needs them to be in good shape later in the season when it's more important. He has had 10 operations. Oh my God. And always plays with the pain. Oh my God. His body is wrecked, but he gives it all. The Chiefs have had longer seasons in recent years because they haven't come to the Super Bowl. The team is smart how they use Travis, even if it does.
Because they often come to the Super Bowl.
Oh.
That's why it's longer, because they go to Super Bowl.
The team is smart how they use Travis, even if it doesn't show in the stats. He plays well. It's annoying for us because we want to see touchdowns, but it's smart of the team. That's very...
Thank you, Irene.
Thank
yeah.
you,
and also
Irene.
now Travis had his first touchdown. So,
Hooray.
yeah. What matters is the team is winning. They're 7-0. We can't be that mad.
Right.
And then Lyric Dawn also talked about football a little bit. She said, I have a headache watching these football explanations. I'm a football fan.
Get ready for this one.
And I'm such a Swiftie. So, again, bear with us.
We're trying. I've never watched football before, and I'm learning.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I could read, like, Football for Dummies and really get informed, but I've just been trying to watch it more, and then I know.
I'm just adding to the football.
Yeah, you need a little bit more work.
I'm going to a game.
Good.
I can't wait.
And then lastly, Sherry Hug. Doesn't new Rep bodysuit have a 2-shaped snake on the back?
It definitely does.
It definitely does.
And that was definitely on purpose because the snake like cuts
and
off.
she turns her back and you can see the two.
Yeah.
So
Reputation? Or a double album for Reputation?
double album. That's what it is.
Because she kept doing the twos again. Even after TTPD came out, she was still doing the twos.
So good eye, Sherry.
Good eye. Great eye.
All right. I think that about wraps up our episode. Subscribe on YouTube. Follow Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and also follow us at TMZ Swiftie.
On TikTok and Instagram. But also, feel free to leave a comment because we read them all. And if you have a comment about my hair, you don't have to say it.
Say this every week.
We already know. I fried it off with a bleach, and I work 10.5 hours a day. I'm sorry that I look disgusting, and you probably could do this job better than me, but I'm here, and that's what we got to work with. So thank you very much. We can skip that comment for the week. Okay, bye!
Bye. Thank you.